Yeah, hello friends. We have with us a very eminent leader, Dr. Anup Rajput ji. He is the head of publications from NCERT, Ministry of Education, Government of India. We welcome you in today's forum.
Thank you, so nice.
Sir, what was the takeaway? I've seen you witnessing this the entire day till now. What are the takeaways of today's session for you, sir?
It's very nice. You are doing a good job by getting these all people collected together, and they are discussing the real issues which are either they are facing or with the policy or with the curriculum. So discussion not only for the sake of discussion, but certainly we'll find out solutions to many of our problems which we want that this system should improve itself. So obviously such type of gathering are very, very important, and you are doing good job. And I am finding many people are very good in having their own experiences shared here. So that certainly is going to give a good way to implement the national education policy and the national curriculum framework for foundational stage.
Correct. So we have seen that, or we have the NEP, in NEP sir, the early childhood has also been included, and it is a part of the main framework of school education. What are your views for it, sir?
It's essential. See, now Government of India has realized that foundational education, particularly the preschool education, is very, very important. And this should be included in the mainstream of education. Earlier it was not. Internationally it has been done long back when they recognized that the preschool education is having the same importance as the school education. So that's why this time it has been realized, and now it is going to come in the school education system, particularly the government education system, and will improve the learning levels of children. If learning difficulties will somewhere be reduced with this inclusion of preschool in the mainstream education system. Normally we find children who have learning problems or maybe learning deficiencies after class 3 or so. So now those most likely will be reduced because it has been envisaged in the policy that there should be a strong foundation. Once the foundation of literacy and numeracy is built up, then obviously learning of all other subjects and the disciplines will not be a bigger problem for all the children.
So how does, sir, e-learning and digitalization play a role in this sector, sir?
E-learning has to play a major role because earlier our children were having only two resources of learning long back when I was a child. One was my book, another was my teacher. My book was not very good in the sense that it was only printed with single color, and my teacher was also not very well equipped. But now obviously my child is having lot of other resources of learning, which include the digital resources which are available. So obviously it is essential that in our school education system we should bring in the digital technology also, but it should be in the blended mode. So whatever is there, that now there are many ways. Number one is teacher alone is teaching. Whatever resources teacher is having, those all teacher is using. Second is teacher is teaching with the help of technology. So whatever material is available, teacher is using, that may be in any form which we call as blended mode. So maybe within the classroom, maybe outside the classroom, maybe after the classroom. As it was mentioned that we also experimented, not in India, but in other countries also we experimented about the flipped classroom situation. So these all are to be now integrated. So we need digital technology. E-learning is to be integrated with day-to-day teaching learning process. But obviously now teacher has to play major important roles because they have to learn how digital technology is to be used and what type of resources they are having, so that they can get use of these, get benefits of all these digital technology at the most in order to improve the learning levels of children.
So we see in the market there are a lot of publications which are already present, which very flamboyant colors, animations, and other interesting thickness of the book included as well. When NCERT is following the curricula of CBSE, what changes have you brought in the books of NCERT to make it more interesting for the students and kids?
NCERT follows National Curriculum Framework. So CBSE has to play a major role when board classes are coming, class 10 and class 11, 12. So before that, the National Curriculum Framework is there on the basis of which a curriculum is framed in different subjects for different classes. And this time, the major objective behind all other things is the competency-based education. Now the competencies have been placed at the center. And competency means, simply if we get a definition from maybe any other resource, maybe from the Google also, you can find out. Competency means the combination of knowledge, skills, attitudes and values. So when all these four things join together, then we say children are becoming competent. Our whole system was earlier was working only on knowledge. We were giving knowledge through books. Now the skill part has been added into it, and attitude and values are required to be there. So obviously we need some different learning material which is to be given in one teaching material to the children and to the students, to the teachers. So this time the material which is embedded with technology, that is required. For example, now in the print books, you will find QR codes have been given at different various places, almost in the beginning of every chapter or somewhere along with in the content of the chapter. QR codes obviously are giving you an idea about the audios available there, videos available. They can play a video, they can play an audio, they can see an animation and so on. So number one is that. Number two, keeping in view all sort of learners, because we have learners with different abilities. Some are visually impaired, some are physically impaired, some are hearing impaired and so on. So for all sort of children now, we want that these books, whatever is being prepared, should be conducive to the requirements of all the children. So that's why the embossed books are being prepared, books with having augmented reality material along with them, so that also being prepared. Audio books have been prepared, and NCERT has prepared audio books. But one issue which we have raised that is very important, that this all is going to increase the volume of a book, the weight of a book. And then children have to certainly carry these books. So obviously number one thing which this National Curriculum Framework has mentioned, NEP has also mentioned, that we have reduced the comprehension load on children. Comprehension load means lot of material is being taught without any understanding and is being asked in examination. The content has been reduced, but more examples have been given, more contextualization has been done, so that children have very less to learn, but in different context. So they say, for example, up to class 1, we are talking about only double-digit numbers they have to recite in mathematics. In languages, they have to learn about words and some in their own language, in their own mother tongue. So basic change which has been now brought out in NEP and National Curriculum Framework is that most of the primary school education, particularly at foundational and preparatory stage, should go in child's own language, mother language, and the multilingualism in a classroom or with a child should be taken care.
So, at last I would like to ask that we are very happy and glad to say you that ArdorComm Media has completed 2 years of successful existence, and we are celebrating second anniversary also during this event. Any message for ArdorComm Media Group, sir?
First of all, congratulations, you have completed 2 years, and obviously, as I mentioned in the beginning, you are doing a good job by having collections of such people, and not only at one place, but throughout the country you are doing this. This is very good, because such brainstorming, such sharing of experience is going to give ideas to everyone. So if someone is doing some good school, is doing some good work, and they are sharing, so other schools are getting this experience, and they can modify, they can change this, and they can enhance the learning, number one. Number two, because you are in this system, so obviously you are also bringing out lot of material on for schools, encouraging schools to come forward to use technology, to to have different pedagogical processes, to have use different resources and so on. So that is also a very good step which you have taken. So I once again congratulate you, and my good wishes to all of you. To you, keep on doing good work.
Thank you, sir. We were very happy and glad that you managed to have your valuable time for this event, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.